What's up YouTube? Jason here in the garage, sharing with you something I'm super stoked about. On a recent trip down to Texas to visit family for Thanksgiving, I came back with a new project. I want to introduce you guys to the CB350f. This is a 1974 Honda CB350f or Honda CB350-4. It's a 350cc four-cylinder produced by Honda from 1972 to 1974. Not a ton of them were made. 70,000 units were made between the 72 and the 73 model. The 74 saw a few small changes, but only 10,000 units of those were made. This is the 1974, so it's the more rare of the bikes. The 1974 is called the 350F1. It's like I said, it's a 350cc four-cylinder, puts out a whopping 35 horsepower. But it revs to like 10,000 RPMs. It's a super cool machine. It kind of pushed the envelope of technology and what a motorcycle manufacturer could do. It's said that at the time that this was Soichiro Honda's favorite motorcycle that Honda had produced. Lots of character, just really cool bike overall. I'm super stoked to have this in the garage. So one of the things that makes this specific motorcycle so special is it belonged to my wife's grandfather, John, who we call Pappy, since it was new in 1974. He rode it around for about a decade or so, and as the story goes, his brother, who we call Uncle Bobby, had a motorcycle crash, and he felt a little bit of pressure from the family to not ride anymore, so he parked it in storage. And there it sat for literally 34 years. The last time this motorcycle was registered and presumably ridden was 1987. After Pappy passed away a few years ago, it went from one family member's storage unit to another. I happened to ask about it and said I'd like to restore it, and so they gave it to me. We already happened to be in the Dallas area, so we drove down to Arlington, Texas, to my wife's aunt and uncle's house, and we picked up the motorcycle and brought it home back to Colorado. My original plan for this motorcycle, before I'd even seen it, was to turn it into a cafe racer. I remember talking to Pappy about motorcycles. He was an old school motorcycle guy. I rode motorcycles at the time, so he and I would talk motorcycles a lot when we were together. So I had never really seen it, but I just remember him talking about it and how much he loved it and how cool it was. It's such a unique machine. But I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what kind of condition it was in. So my original plan was to turn this thing into a cafe racer. You know, clip-on handlebars, chop the seat, that type of thing. But once I saw it in person and saw how original it is and what kind of shape it's in, I knew there's only one option, and that's to restore it. Now, I'll probably put a modern twist on it, but I'm definitely going to restore it to its former glory, and in doing so, kind of honor Pappy's memory, since he loved this motorcycle and loved motorcycling so much. It's winter in Colorado right now, so I'm not going to be in a super big hurry to get things done on it. I'm just going to kind of work on it as the winter goes. But if you'd like to follow the journey, click the subscribe button on the channel. Keep checking back for more updates. I'd really appreciate it. And also, you know, I'm going to be kind of lame, but if you want to help fund this project, because I'm poor, I'm going to put a link in the description to a GoFundMe account so you can help me restore Pappy's old motorcycle. And then the other thing I'm going to need help with is I'm going to need help naming this old girl. All my motorcycles and trucks have always been named. My KTM is Jolene, my Tundra is Caroline, and so I kind of need a good name, fitting name for this old girl as I bring her back to life. But again, if you want to follow the journey, click that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. That'd help me out too. But thanks for watching. I'm glad you're on this journey with me. I'm super stoked to get this thing going. Every time I look at it, I just get really, really excited. It's a cool machine, and it's cool that it's just been part of the family for so long. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.